Hello there, welcome back to Incan Ruined City. I am Izzy Noodles, and to start us off, we just have some tedious jumps to make, so let's get them out of the way. So very carefully just grab the edge here so you can minimize any damage. And we do kind of have a tricky jump, so kind of a tight jump. And so you'll want to watch the ceiling when that starts to go dim. That's when you make your running jump. It's really snug. But don't veer too much to the next column either, because that's a very tight gap to be able to grab. So best of luck, it can be tough. Yeah, you see, I just missed. But you get the gist. There we go, so second time, that usually takes me a few attempts, so good luck to you. Now watch the dome, the flame dome as I call it, at the bottom, and then just running jump with a curve to land here. So this ladder is also a pain in the butt because of the sloped ceiling, so to grab this, just run forward and hold action to grab this ladder. So there we go, that's actually kind of the worst part out of the way. But we still have some jumps to be making. So just straight forward to this gap, just grab this and shimmy all the way around to the other side. So there we go, easy peasy, and then when you are safely on this flat section, just drop on down. And I'm going to just half tile it here, you don't have to, but just to get some distance, I'm going to go ahead and shimmy on this sloped section. So just make sure you land, and then you can just pull up and hop back to this flat section. So yeah, kind of a blind jump on that one. And then careful with your jump. We're going to head over there. Gonna actually just turn a bit, and there we go, use that point, and there we go. So quick detour just for some items. So through here, make a right, and at the end we can see some goodies. So we have another crossbow that we can pick up. And some arrows. Okay, back out. So we're not actually quite done yet. This left takes us back to the chasm. You don't need to go that way, but at the end just hop with a grab, because this is a crawl space. You can't just hop into the gap. And all that's here is a very lonely medpack. So kind of a sneaky dark little section. Just shoot the spars, and there we go. Awesome, and now just continue on. So just be careful, because you can easily just fall back down again. Well, fall down to the chasm. A really nice grotto. I should look around carefully. So what I'm going to do is just grab a few items that are around the perimeter, make some jumps around the water section, and then get a bunch of items that are in the water. The main objective here is to find 4 underwater levers to open that underwater doorway. If you do happen to fall in and you don't mean to, the way out is in this southwest corner. Let me double check. Yes, it is southwest. Okay, so firstly, just hopping over to here, do not worry about these spiky swinging logs, because actually they don't do damage like the previous ones. So they are much easier to navigate past. So within this one there is a secret. So stick to the right. Yeah, you kind of just get pushed around by them. But that's fine, at least we're not taking damage. It can be very difficult to get out of here though, because of the log just pushing you around, and we don't have the roll anymore. So that's a shame. That was very helpful early on, but at least we're not going to be taking damage. So just... Ugh. Oh my goodness. You see what a pain this is. It's truly pushing me. Sometimes I can just get around it quite easily. I'm trying to like just crouch, but that is not working out either. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this gap also just doesn't really help. I've tried and I've tried. Oh, well, there we go. I'm in the water. I could just grab the other items when I get out, but I'd rather just, you know, keep things in mind, do them in my order. It really doesn't matter because we will be finding everything anyway. Whether you want to grab the items after you grab everything in the water and then scout the perimeter. But yeah, if in doubt, just sprint straight on through if you're really struggling. So in the middle, just hop over to here, and for this jump, just grab in the air to slide into the gap. And here we go, some goodies here. Awesome, so 2 Uzi Clips and a large Medpack. So now I'm done. I will grab the items around the edge. So I'm gonna go clockwise in starting at the southwest. So the first 2 levers are actually behind the gate just there. So I am going to head that way. So to get inside, there's this sneaky passage. And you probably saw a barred gate as well. So I meant the barred fencing where you could see the levers through, but here is a barred gate. We can open this with this underwater lever to help us out. So I do recommend just, you know, utilizing it and grabbing some air. And just for reference, that's where I went in, the little passage. So 2 of 4 levers, go ahead and pull them. And you can't seemingly get rid of the camera angles either, which is a little annoying. When you're limited by your breath, you think, come on, let's go, let's go. Okay, and then just a large Medpack. Now let's get out of here. Whoops. Awesome. So continuing clockwise. So a couple of items in here. We have 2 sets of Uzi Clips. Okay, back on out. Tiny little gap with a small Medpack. Grab some air. And this skeleton is a good place marker to show you that there's an entrance here, a little opening. So just have some arrows. That's all that's here. It looks quite like it looks like a little unique area, but there's nothing else there. So next up we have a secret, so you'll probably want to save your game because we do have some wall spikes. So not too tricky, but I do sometimes struggle with these myself. Ooh, come on, let's go. Ooh, that was a bit close. Okay, it's fine. There we go. So not all the secrets, but most of the secrets that are left now do have grenades in them. Oh right, I was apparently a little bit close. Okay, so yeah, then just swim back out. Awesome. Again, continuing clockwise. There is this passage here with the final 2 levers. So here we go. These are on opposite sides of the wall. The door is open and there's just a couple of items to grab as well. So some shotgun shells and some revolver ammo. Don't you do this, Laura. Pick that up. Let me get this first. Because, you know, don't want to drown. There we go. So the vase kind of was in the way. Awesome. So then swim on in and we have a unique item. We have a single cogwheel and some arrows. They are explosive arrows. Oh, Laura, what is happening? Pick it up. Thanks. So yeah, we just need the 1 cogwheel. So now we're done in the water, we can make our way around the perimeter of the area. So looking for the southwest corner. It's good to find the 2 swinging logs. So yeah, any items you didn't get yet on the outside, you can get those now. I could have just waited, but I chose to grab them straight away. So running jump to here. If you want to do the half tile, you can go straight over to there, but if you're not so good with the half tile, you can just running jump to here. There we go, and then easy jumps around about. So careful with this next jump because again this log doesn't do damage but it can push you off quite easily. So you have to time it. There we go. And then running jump to here. And now I do have a ton of ammo. So for the end I want to hang on to some explosive ammo. I don't need everything that I have, but I will need a lot of ammo, so it is up to you what you're going to use. These are just what I'm going to use. So a ton of explosive arrows and roughly 40 revolver ammo, revolver bullets is ideally what you need for what's coming up at the very end of the game. So I might just start, you know, using some grenade gun ammo because why not? Just got to be careful that this does damage you. There we go, so just shoot that skeleton. Grab these flares, they were in a vase but I blew that up. And I'm now swapping to my shotgun, so if I tried the grenade gun I'll be a little too close for what I'm going to shoot because there will be a skeleton and I'll take a bit of damage. So use the cogwheel just here on the wall. So using that has woken the skeleton and given us access. So this skeleton kind of makes me waste a lot of shots. There we go. I purposely put the weapon away straight away because sometimes I'm shooting the skeleton and nothing is happening, wasting shots. So that actually doesn't matter, but you know, don't want to waste shots even though I can afford to at this point. So next up, save your game if you want. We do have kind of a tricky jump. It's not hard, but I do fumble personally. It's just me, I'm a fumble fingers. So straight over to this slope, and then you just saw the slope in the water behind me. I'm going to hop back to that, so just climb up and then slide to hop back, and then veer left so I'm on the other side of the water. So it's not hard, but I failed because I didn't save it. I thought, no, I don't need to, I'll be fine. Be right back at that spot and I will save it when I get there. Okay, I kind of told myself not to save because I don't like to save a million times in close succession. I do save a lot, but I try not to do it, you know, constantly all in one place. But that will be happening, I'm afraid. So let's try this again. So it kind of, I didn't jump off when I should have done. I slid. So you don't have to be at the very end. I recommend you not to the very end, just to be on the safe side. So hop back. And then there we go. Just make sure you veer over to the left. Awesome. So yeah, this is where I'm going to save as well. So that's why I wasn't going to save for that, you know, not so tricky jump. But oh well. So easy jump up to this spot, but now you need to be careful of these blades. So mostly just wait until the blades are going downward. And then that's a clear jump to each gap. The final one is the hardest one though. So wait for the left, and then there we go. Just make sure to grab. Whoa, I wasn't close enough. Dang it. So I don't actually remember where I was, but I think I was in this gap. Okay, so it's not tricky, you just need to make sure you're watching the blades. So this one that's closest, wait for that to go down, make sure you grab, and this final one is actually the trickiest. You have a very short window to hop into here, which calls for another save. So there we go, when that blade to the right is going down, just go for it. I kind of didn't wait to explain the situation, but there we go. I made it. Awesome. So here we go. Just be careful in some of these spots, because otherwise you'll end up straight back into the water. Don't want that. So again, readying my grenade gun. Okay, hop across. We'll have another skeleton. There we go. And then straight on up and we can enter a new area. So just here, you'll just want to let go and grab real quick while holding the crouch button to get into this little gap. And sometimes in this level or in this video section, I might just save in random places because it's one of them where you don't think to save and then you make a mistake and then you die. So just readying the shotgun here. I will actually just go ahead and save to make myself feel better. There we go. Not sorry. So as we climb on through, the reason I readied my shotgun was because... Oh! Why you put that away? These wolves kind of snuck up on me. And I'm trying not to hop back into the hole. I should find a way up. Looks like I can use the cages for that. Looks like they are controlled by a mechanism. I just have to activate it. So kind of hard to see, there's a lot of foliage, but we're going to make our way up to the highest level by moving the cages. Also, do not touch these spikes. That's why I wasn't running around, because they are poisonous. They don't instantly kill you, but they will poison you. So, not very clear, but from this spot is where you can hop up and grab this wooden platform. And the two levers I need to pull are right over there. So the first one is a very easy jump across to it. The next one, because there's because they are blocked off from each other, so we have to go all the way around the room. And now you can kind of see the cages a little bit better. Okay, straight into here. And then make sure you grab straight over to here. First lever is pulled. There we go. So yeah, just be careful. Okay, so to get to the next one, we can see like we have gaps and it is relatively easy, but of course if you make a silly mistake you'll fall down and need to start again. So on this corner edge you can climb up and stand here. And then just make a standing jump with a grab into here. It looks like you might end up falling, but I never have actually. Somehow. I've always made the jump into the gap. Okay, running jump over to here. And then you can stand on this slope section. It's not too slopey, so this is definitely helpful to stand on this spot to make a better jump over to grab this, which I almost thought she wasn't going to grab. Thought I was angled just a little too much. Okay, running jump with a grab over to this cage. Easy jump into here, just follow this through. And at the end we have some monkey bars, so now we can just head over to the gap where the lever is. Here we go, so carefully just turn towards the gap, forward, and then let go and grab to grab the edge. Okay, it didn't really show us what happened, it tried, but now the other cage has moved and we can climb up to the higher level. So careful of the hole. And again, we are going to use the wooden platform to get to the cages. And there we go, we are high up above. So the next thing we need to do is we want to get into that section over there. So it kind of looks like the doorway has been blocked with like a mudslide or something. So that area is definitely blocked off, but just around that column, we can't see it from here, but there is a shootable panel. So to get to the opening where that panel is, where we can shoot it, there's that cage. We need to lower the cage using, can't really see for the tree, but right up above Laura's head is a jump switch on the wall. So that is what I'm aiming to do. So just need to set up so I can start jumping around. I'm going to move this block as far as I can in that direction, because this will help us reach an opening in the wall. Okay, so this is as far as it will go. So then we can do a running jump to here, to this gap. And from here we can grab some swing poles. So you just need to do a standing jump to grab these. Awesome, and then kind of a veered jump over to grab the cage. There we go. It can be tricky, but it's not that tricky. Quick detour just into this gap for a small medpack. Back to the cage, just a standing jump onto it will do. And then we can grab the jump switch. Ah, the mechanics still work. I should now be able to reach the cage. So that has become lower. So if I take this way around to get to where I need to go next, I can show you the panel. So you can't actually shoot this with pistols. So now I need to make my way onto the cage. We need to figure that bit out now. So that colourful tile up there, that's actually a door. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose Ornament Key to open that door up right here. Good job we didn't ever drop this key or lose it, you know, in the jungle. So that's now open. And to get up to there, we're going to go into this room. So this lever you just saw here will open that up. So we will have some gunmen. So pick a weapon, any weapon. You can now YOLO everything. So of course, bearing in mind what I've told you what I will be using later, I'm going to go with the Uzis because I always complain sometimes you just don't get enough ammo. And oh boy, have I been kind of saving my ammo by accident. Let's do this. So there will be 2 gunmen. I don't know if I actually said how many. I was going to say I don't hear the other one, but yeah, I did a second afterwards. Awesome. So these guys both dropped something, some Uzi Clips and a large Medpack. So now come on in. And we are actually back at a familiar spot. So the pile of crates down in the corner, down straight ahead of me, is where I picked up the serpent jewel. Believe it or not, we're back here. This is where I started the level. And if you recall, the laser sight was up in a shootable box up on these boxes. You do need the laser sight. I kind of forgot that, yeah, that's actually quite important. So my apologies, I forgot what we were going to use it for on the spur of the moment, but you do need that. You can grab that now, and you will need it to shoot the panel. So for some reason, even though when you are standing on that cage and look like you have a clear shot, you can't use your pistols. I don't know why they just don't shoot at that wall. Very strange, but well, you don't need the laser sight. There are workarounds, but yeah, once you've got it, you may as well use it. So let me also show you what we're working towards, because I failed to do that in the very beginning when we came to this spot. So this is where I started the level. I got out of the Jeep, came over here, and I did not point out that door at all. Sometimes I forget which is a door and which is not, because some of them are fake doors, but we need to get that one open. That'll be the final area where we will be exploring to then try and find the treasure of Manku Qhapaq. But anyway, on with the order of business. So we can climb up to this opening just here. So this is what we opened using the key. And we've moved the cage, so make sure you move the cage before climbing up here. Easy standing jumps to these poles. And then over to the cage. And here we go. So I am going to just combine my laser sight with the revolver. Seems like I'm wasting shots. Yes, I am, but I can. Oh, I forgot she does this. So on the ground floor, you can actually shoot the panel. For some reason, she doesn't target with this. So you see there's no, like, red marker. For some reason, while I'm up on the cage. If that's a thing, you can't shoot something. But that's fine, there is a workaround with an explosive arrow. And you can, you know, this is an upper body weapon because she's holding it in 2 hands and she'll aim kind of in that direction. So yeah, there we go. Just blow it up if you're having some trouble. So don't be to either of the corners for this because neither corner helps you get in here for some reason. So kind of halfway between. Standing jump with a grab to land in the gap. I should be careful again. Another grave for the warriors of the ancient Inca ruler. So the first thing I'm going to do is just wrangle up a bunch of skeletons. There will be 5 and then hopefully I'll manage to use one explosive arrow to get rid of them all, but that rarely works out. I usually end up using 2 because they kind of get separated. Okay, there is one more to wake up. There he is. Yep, the one at the back always gets lucky and doesn't get shot. So the first thing I will now do, scout the area for goodies. Why not? Oh, okay, fine. This guy got stuck in the vases. Okay. So the first item is a secret. So that's right up in here. So just to point out, this is the side of the tomb where I entered. Because I did a lot of running around just to help you get your bearings back. So I do say, just my opinion, but this secret is kind of disappointing. There is one lone item, and it's wide shot shotgun shells. Nothing against wide shot, but of course, because the rounds are not so concentrated when you shoot, you do less damage. So yeah, not a fan of them, but well, if that's all the ammo you've got, then sure, it's gonna do damage. So now, in this vase, let me make sure I have my pistols. There we go, we have a small med pack. So we're looking for 4 items. So we've got that small med pack. Just over here, there would have been a vase here, but I blew it up. We have some arrows inside. And a gap on this left. Ooh. There we go, shoot this for some flares. One last item, which is at the back. Some shotgun shells. And also just to point out, this is really cool. This is actually the final area of the game. So it's nice that you're shown this, even though you cannot get to here. Get there from here. But anyway. So just here we have this very strange slope. Kind of like, why is this here? Is this important? Yes it is, because you can use this to grab this gap in the ledge. So just shimmy around it until you can pull up. Okay, to the end. So this last tile space on the end, if I turn, you can see the gap in the edge, in the ledge. So there we go, making sure you're aware that you're going to bang your head. You can do a running jump if it's going to be easier for you, but of course you're going to lose the distance because of banging your head. So here we go, climb up to here. And just crouch down, we have a trap just here. There we go, so come inside and grab some goodies. If you crouch down, you will not take any damage whatsoever. So a bunch of goodies. I actually didn't look at what kind of arrows those were, my mistake. Okay, and then crouch to get back out. Okay, stand and jump with a grab. To the right there is like an opening, but there's nowhere to go to, so we need to go left. And again, you need to crouch down to avoid a ceiling spike trap. Okay, and then there's no more traps. So just easy peasy. Make sure to grab for that jump. And then, why did I start walking? My bad. Okay, there we go. Hop on over and grab this. Climb inside. And here we go. So again, making sure I've got my pistols because we'll have some bats. And I'm avoiding the tiles just next to the, you see the railings? Just because we'll get a flyby. So I'm going to do some stuff before I trigger the flyby. There should be 3 bats. Where are they? Oh, there's one. Where's the other? Oh, whatever. Okay, so there is just an item over here as well. Oh, there it is. Taking a bite out of my booty. Where'd you go? Anyway, we have these poison arrows. Oh, come on. Where did it go? Okay, sneaky, sneaky. So now let's see what's going on out here. So that doorway where all the boxes are is the one I showed you that is at the beginning of this level. The one I did not point out when I should have done. We need to get it open. And, oh look, TNT. There you are. Is it? Did I get it? I think so. Okay. So now this is what we need the laser sight for. So just come up to the railing. There's no obstacles as far as I can tell. None of these bars are going to block any shots. So just go ahead and shoot the TNT. That's cool. Now I can finally go back and through the gate. I just have to be careful. The Lopez cartel is now definitely on the alert. So there we go. So now that door is open, I can head straight there. Oops. Pit stop save because I haven't saved in a while. Okay, so to get out, the way we came in is too high, so just climb up to here. Awesome, and in we come. So there will be a couple of gunmen. I'm going to grab my Uzis to deal with them. So they are behind the boxes across the way. Awesome, and now I'm going to scout this immediate area for items. So you can use this slope just here to get up to here. And there's an opening just here that blends in very well. There's a secret. And again, it is grenade ammo. Okay, and then just down in this little gap, you can grab some Uzi Clips. Okay, into the sneaky gap, there's more Uzi Clips in here. There we go. She took a moment to grab them. Okay, and shoot that for some flares. And next up, so there is this shootable box on these crates, and to get up to there, you need to do a few jumps around. So this column, this raised section, has a lower edge on this end, so we can climb up just here. Hop into this gap, and then we can just about see this gap that we can grab onto. So just shimmy all the way around to the end. Okay, so at the end, just let go. So you're on this very tiny section. I do prefer to do the half tile jump, but if you're close to the edge, you probably can do a running jump. So just straight on over with a grab. And then grab the edge. There we go. Awesome. And a fun fact. So the railings there is where I was when I shot the TNT. Awesome. Okay, so next. There is one more optional item I could grab. It's actually just behind the waterfall, but I'll be going over to that corner much later anyway. You can grab it if you want, it really makes no difference. So just around here, be careful, we'll have some on-screen text. And some gunmen. Oh, one of them's already there, so I'm just going to hop back to a safe distance while I read. The Lopez cartel actually set up a large base camp here. For better or for worse, I have to take a look around in their hut. I am sure they must have stolen some important artifacts by now. So we did pick up, it was right at the end of level 2, we picked up a piece of an idol. Let me show you. Inca figure torso. We are going to be finding the other piece of this. So not until the next video though, but that is the final thing we need to get into the treasury of Manku Qhapaq. So now just let her rip. So Uzis are possibly not the best because all the wooden supports and stuff get in the way. Oops. How are neither of these guys dead yet? Okay, they're dead. That's fine. And then here, just use these blocks for safety because this guy really does manage to hide behind the wooden beams. I'm wasting a lot of shots, but it really doesn't matter too much. Oh, no. Oh, I think I got him. Yep, awesome. So one thing to also show you before I do anything strange, a water wheel, but no water. So this is also what I'm working on, but that won't be until the next video as well. So I'm nearly finished here on this video section. But when we have the water activated, this wheel will turn and then we will be able to start climbing up. So more on that when we get there. Now, however, we are going to head into the hut, but we can't really go exploring around. There's a lot of locked doors. So right up here, we can enter this window, but this, for now, is the only room we can explore. So if you notice, there is this very odd looking tile, so we can use the crowbar just here on this door. Okay, so if I just look out here, there is a trapdoor right down below. So there's a block in this room and I'm going to push that out here to break the trapdoor open. And this area is not closed off to the other area. You can easily get into this section from where I just was. But let's push that block down. So for some reason you can't pull this block away from the wall. You have to push it once and then you can pull it away from the wall. I don't know. Okay, so that trapdoor is now open. You want to be careful dropping down because you don't want to just drop straight on down. So you can roll off the edge here. And one last thing I'm going to do before ending the video is grab a secret. So that's right up in the gap and it's kind of tricky to get there. So the first jump we need to make is over to here, and this is not as bad as it looks. So just hop back and forth between these slopes. So that's relatively easy. And just here, you need to actually crouch into the gap, otherwise like Lara just falls straight down for some reason. It's like she's banged her head and just fallen, I don't know. It looks quite funny because she can stand in the gap, but it's just that bit too small that she drops down. Okay, this jump is very tricky. So you see above, there's that ceiling section sticking out in front of Lara. Yeah, you need to kind of jump around that. It's tough, it's a pain. It's a very snug jump. So I don't really have any tips on lining up, except, you know, look at the markings, because when you're standing like this, not holding the look button, it's so different to when I do hold the look button, so it's hard to try and give lineups, because everything seems to move, because we're in a very snug space. But yeah, so find a marking and then like trial and error from there. You know, actually I'm gonna, something I do sometimes do. So when I hop back, I like to jump on the spot for the extra distance. Nope, that was a straight face bang. Oh, close. So it's like you need to get around there and then curve. It's very tough. There we go. So it is pretty tricky. Okay, so you may want to save it again, just in case. I think I'll be okay. We have a very snug interval of getting over here and grabbing the item. So again, watch the lighting against the wall and the ceilings. The moment that starts to dim, hop over, grab the item. You can roll and run and jump to get out. I'm scared, I'm gonna say. I don't always, but I just got a bad feeling. Like, why did I do that? That's a good job I did save it. Yeah, very snug interval just there. I almost thought I was gonna get set on fire. Awesome stuff. So this will be it for today. So next time will be the final part of this very long adventure. And I hope to see you there. Take it easy.